Shyam was right that he had been chasing me for some time, saying, look, it's going to be your 75th birthday and I want to come out with a book. And I was thinking that I'm now at a stage where it's probably better to be less profile. And so I was sort of saying, yeah, we will do it. And eventually, of course, his nagging line and length was such, like a bowler, that I finally got behind. And so then when he asked who should be writing, the first name that came to mind was obviously Debashish, because Debashish had brought out a book on my 60th birthday. And so a similar kind of book. So I said, look, maybe Debashish. And so then they discussed the idea, and they've come out with this this book. We were supposed to actually have this event about a month ago, but then Shyam was unwell, so we didn't have it then. And I had a copy of the book, but I still haven't opened it because I said it's not really fair for me to open it when it's not officially been released to the others. So the book is I've got another copy at home, but I haven't even opened it. So in a way, I guess, you're not, when you're retired from the game, opening anything becomes a bit difficult. So that was also one of the reasons. Both have been very kind in what they have spoken about me. I don't know what the people who have written all those words about me, what they have spoken. But I know from the book which was brought out on the 60th birthday, that you must take whatever you read about me with a pinch of salt. Maybe a fistful of salt. My dear friend with whom I've grown up, Milind Rege, he wrote in that earlier book about me wanting to go and act in a Devanand film. So, there was a Devanand film going on and they wanted some extras, I guess. So we all sort of, went over there. But I think he might have gone just a little bit over the top. I know he's looking at me, staring at me. But yes, I think there are certain things that are there in that book, and I'm pretty certain in this book, which maybe you need to take with a little pinch of salt. I also was a little disappointed that Debashish, who I've known for such a long time, said that I don't need an introduction. When you're retired from the game almost 40 years, you do need an introduction. You do need an introduction because, in the introduction, almost certainly only nice things are going to be said about you. So it's always good to have an introduction rather than saying, oh, Sunil Gavaskar needs no introduction. Or, of course I need an introduction because after so many years, I want to listen to some good things said about me. And it also takes me back to another incident which concerned my uncle, Madhav Mantri. Madhav Mantri, as those of you who follow the game know, played 4 test matches for India. And he was called for a school sports day presentation. And the principal of the school asked him, how do I introduce you? And he said, look, I was at that stage, I was the captain of the Indian team. So he says, look, none of these boys know me. I played many years ago. I retired many years ago. None of these boys know me. So you just ask all these people, all the boys, who is your favorite cricketer? And then say, I'm his uncle. Simple. So the principal did that. Principal said, very good idea. That way, it'll save so much. So at the assembly, everybody was there, and he turned and he asked them, boys, before I introduce the chief guest here today who's come to distribute the prizes, I want to ask all of you, who's your favorite cricketer? asked the assembly of boys. And in one voice, they said Kapil Dev. So you can imagine what happened with the introduction. So now you know I need an introduction. Also because I think going back many years ago when I first came into the Indian team, I was fortunate enough that none other than Garfield Sobers dropped two really simple catches that gave me an opportunity to get another life, get another innings, and then score some runs. And we won. We beat the West Indies for the first time. And therefore, big celebrations were on. The celebrations here at the Brabant Stadium, where the BCCI had everybody, that called. There were almost thousands of people there. Because it was the first time that we had beaten the West Indies. And so the Master of Ceremonies was introducing the players. So he started by saying, oh, this is Ajit Wadekar, the captain of the Indian team. He first captain to, win a series against the West Indies, out-thought Garfield Sobers, all the nice things. And about Venkatraghavan, the vice captain, bowled so well. He got 5 wickets in a crucial game. Bowled Gary Sobers round his legs with his, turning spin. Eknath Solkar, gutsy cricketer, had 6 partnerships with Dilip Sardesai. Dilip Sardesai, renaissance man of Indian cricket. He's brought about a renaissance in Indian cricket with his batting 642 runs. So all these, it just went on. And I was the baby of the team then. And so, I expected that, I would be introduced last, which is understandable if you're the youngest in the team. Everybody, and sure enough, when it came to me, instead of introducing me by my name, the Master of Ceremonies said, let me now introduce you to the person who Gary Sobers dropped 3-4 times. So it was just the same thing. 2 months later, we went to England, beat England again for the first time. And over there, again, those who follow the game know that, John Snow gave me a little shove while I was looking to take a single. And I was sent sprawling. And I had to sort of, get to the crease on my hands and knees, regain the crease. And it became a big incident. He was dropped from the next test for indiscipline, whatever. And we beat England. So again, the introductions were the same. Wadekar, Ray Lingworth, who I think is the brainiest captain that I have, come across. So for Wadekar, he out-thought him. Venkatraghavan, Bishan Bedi, and Chandra 6 wickets for 38. He was the one who turned the game around. Again, I was the baby of the team. Again, it came. And let me introduce you to the man who John Snow shoved to the ground. नाम का तो लेने का बात ही नहीं हो रहा था, because at the start of my career also, when I was a school kid, I was always, Madhav Mantri. Madhav Mantri's nephew, never Sunil Gavaskar. Madhav Mantri's nephew scored this, Madhav Mantri's nephew. So I was getting to a stage where, I'm thinking, hello, what do I need to do? And then in the middle, then of course for 3-4 years after that, 1971 win, those twin wins, we had a lean period. And that's the cycle of, life, you're on top. And so we had lean period, so there were no felicitations, there were no invitations to go anywhere. So no question of any introduction. कहीं बुलाया नहीं तो कहाँ introduction की बात ही है नहीं. Then, as I had once invited one of my, I'm probably the best batter from my generation, and across all teams, Gundappa Vishwanath. He used to come to my house, our house for dinner. My parents loved him. Everybody loved him. Who didn't love Gundappa? And well, I didn't know what was going on at that stage, but he and my sister fell in love. They got married. And then soon after that, India started to win again. And so again, we started going to all these events and functions. And guess what? At all these functions, I used to be introduced as Vishwanath's brother-in-law. So, Debuda, now you know. He's done a wonderful job, Debu. I know that he, as he said, hasn't really slept peacefully for the last 6-7 months, getting all together. And Shyam, the way Shyam has backed him, has been amazing. I mean, it's a team. At the end of the day, for anything to be successful, I think you need a team. And I think this is what both of them have been. They have been a wonderful team. Shyam spoke to you, and I think Shishir also spoke earlier on about the museum that he's got. I mean, that is something extraordinary. I've been to museums, cricketing museums all over the world, and this has got to be by far the best. You can actually get to see some black and white British movie tone videos or films about certain players. So some of the players who I was always very keen to see the bowling actions of people who I'd never seen, and to be able to go to Shyam's museum, sit down and actually see some of the bowling actions. Say Neil Hawke, Alan Connery, of course, came here, but in Neil Hawke I don't remember seeing. So see the way they were bowling, see Richie Benaud's bowling action. We'd never seen Richie Benaud. At least I didn't see when he came here with the team in 1959-60. So it's just absolutely wonderful. The bats, the caps, the shoes, gloves, you name it. It is the helmets, everything, you name it. It's just an absolutely wonderful thing. And when you go there, it's like going back in time. And also, I think looking at his love for all these, mementos, etc. I now just struck me why he was so keen on having a book on me, because I think he obviously loves antiques. So because he loves antiques, so he's got a book on me as well. But thank you, Shyam, for this wonderful offering. It's an offering to, I think, while things have been written about me, I think it's an offering to all those who follow the game. And I just want to say heartfelt thanks to Debuda and to you both for making me come alive again, if I might say that. Thank you all for being here. I know it's a working day. Thank you all for being here this evening. I could have gone on, but I think the test match is actually starting tomorrow. So let us wait for the long innings from our boys tomorrow. Thank you again, and God bless you.